speed is the speed was something where it was like,
minor.
It picks up too.
yeah.
So you're a lot better off, judging from being a good guitar player back in the 70s when we played a lot. A lot of times you're just faster rather than good full strong. Just play your bass notes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was trained to be a bluegrass
Right.
player with my parents.
Yeah, no, that's what I was finding. Yeah, no, that's good advice. Yeah.
You can go and listen for free. I'm about to release a new album next month.
What's happening? Something inappropriate?
I love freeing music.
What?
I didn't mind the song, but it was
Yeah,
You
the
do?
last thing
I
was
won't.
my guitar
I won't.
was
Believe
all
me.
right here.
I won't.
It's like, no, this is not
I've been around you before.
I grew up doing jazz and blues and
Is it in the case?
Are you
I
gonna-
came to this late.
You can talk, do any cover note you want,
So what
take
I'll do is
over,
I'll
don't
put
listen.
here for
I
now,
don't.
and then when I'm
It's
done,
just
I'll
like
give
old
it to
times.
you. That's
Just
my
ignore me.
playing today.
Yeah. But I'm gonna sing into the microphone. I'm gonna go back and let that.
Is there a bottle of water floating around?
Yes,
I
I'll
like
get
blue
you.
chips. I'm really used
Okay.
to blue chip. Come here and I'll move back to 55.
So Kelly.
I have a 60. Now, blue chips I'm very used to.
So how you guys doing? Yeah, I may make some changes here and there. You know, I just discovered we're not going to do the Vashomru.
Okay.
We're not going to do that tonight.
Okay. The yodeling one? Circle. Oh, it's the circle. Yeah, circle fifth one.
Yeah, we're not going to do that.
D minor to E, D minor to A, D minor to
Yeah,
A.
yeah. So, but we're not going to do that.
Okay.
We could do it tomorrow if you want. But,
Yeah.
all right. And just guys, kick it. Just play hard. Play hard. Just play.
Right.
I know it's
Chuck
hard.
doesn't
I
need
know it's hard when you're just hearing
Yeah,
something
totally.
live for the first time.
I always say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Miss Kelly.
There's no place to put this.
Wa-da-dee-da-di. Ay, 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 lie, lie, lie.
Shabbat shalom.
Stop lying.
Shabbat shalom. Woo! This is some building.
Exactly.
Is there anything else you need on here?
No.
I think he's got it all.
Oh, downstairs we gotta do. Edition Hamotz.
Okay.
Left.
Was really what?
Maybe at the
Hoping.
table.
I didn't see some current. Like,
Here will be a
It'll just be loud.
maybe.
It's $18 to get in.
Turn to your neighbor.
Yeah.
Share a blessing.
Yeah, we'll get our blessing.
I think that's sweet.
How's your sweetie?
She's good. She's having Shabbos dinner with friends tonight out of town.
It was.
That is why I needed these.
There always was a present.
Welcome. I'm sorry I
It
was.
was.
No, it's totally
You know,
cool.
Very nice.
what he was saying was right.
Bluegrass is not her thing,
No,
and she
I mean,
planned
one of
this
the interesting
outing
things
like
is just
months
like
ago.
people don't necessarily go to church. They go to whatever church feels
So you guys have known each other basically forever.
My first rabbi job. I was
why I
working
never went
for
to
7
church.
years.
Oh wow, wow.
So when I came to my shul, the senior rabbi was really good, like emotionally IQ. He wasn't like a core scholar.
Okay.
Just wasn't his thing.
He was a people person.
And he was brilliant what he did.
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
My friend from Kentucky said we should be advertising it as a jute nanny.
A jute
Oh,
nanny.
a jute, like a hoot nanny, a jute nanny,
Nice.
a jute
That's
nanny.
good.
And so, but Mike studies. He's a pretty pious guy.
Yeah.
And so we became like fast friends, and we spent a lot of hundreds of Shabbatot on being together, holidays and all that stuff.
She became Jewish because she married into a Jewish man.
For me?
That was on a New Year's Eve.
Alright, if I go sit down, are you gonna call page numbers now? For Mike?
I can do that. Would you rather be good
Well, I think my friend wants me to be.
Right.
So I'm gonna have to do that for a little bit. I'm gonna have to do that for a little bit. Are you ready? Let's see where Mike is. Ready?
The Jewish Christians
Yeah.
have been to
Jump, boom, boom. All right. Jerusalem Ridge.
Saw you.
All right.
No. You want to hand me the guitar?
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you so much for having me and my family here. My son will be actually here tomorrow. My wife Kelly is here, and she'll join me in some singing. This is a very special Shabbat. It's Shabbat, we sing the Shirat Hayam, Shabbat Shirah, right? It's all about song, right? And when the Egyptians were chasing after the Israelites, right, they had to make a decision. They had to jump in. So tonight, I want you to jump in. All right, jump into the bluegrass. It's going to be different, but it doesn't mean a whole lot to us if you're not singing and enjoying it. We have some song sheets. I think the second thing we're going to do is right here on the song sheet. But I was going to start with a little warm-up with my friends on banjo and dobro guitar right now. And we're going to do something called Jerusalem Ridge. And this was written by the father of bluegrass, Bill Monroe, right? And people may know that name. But I think he was the father of Jewgrass, because this thing that he wrote is about a place called Jerusalem Ridge in Tennessee, in Kentucky, I think in Kentucky. And it sounds as if it came from Israel. And I always thought it did. So here we go. Thank you. So I played bluegrass. Where is the guitar that I was? Oh, you got it.
I have.
Hey, give me my guitar. I played in a bluegrass band and traveled around the country for 20 years. And I just reminded, we did play in Eugene, Oregon. And I remember there was a place on the Columbia River, and they were known for their big hamburgers or something like that. I don't know. Or maybe that was Washington State. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to be quiet now so I don't get in trouble. Okay. Look at your song sheets now. And the reason, please, and number one, the reason I'm telling you about my experiences is that playing in a bluegrass band, I played more and more and more Sunday morning gospel shows than I ever got a chance to go to the shul, right? So I say, I'm going to write a gospel tune with a Jewish theme. And so here it is. And this is great. You have the sheets. You're going to repeat. This is a call and a response, okay? So I want you to be involved in it. So it goes like this. I'll show you. There's a place that I pray to the Holy One, in words of yesterday. It's a holy place, wherever I go, God is with me, this I know. Before I sleep, when I rise, I feel the Holy One right before my eyes. Shema Yisrael, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. This holy place is in my heart. It's filled with love and set apart. Wherever I am, I walk right in to a holy building that lives within. There's a place that I pray to the Holy One in words of yesterday. It's a holy place, wherever I go, God is with me, this I know. Before I sleep, when I rise, I hold the Holy One right before my eyes. Shema Yisrael, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. This wondrous world, and everything I see, I feel the Holy One inside of me. Don't need 4 walls or a roof above, just need to feel God, mercy and love. 'Cause there's a place that I pray to the Holy One. Words of yesterday, it's a holy place. Wherever I go, God is with me, this I know. Before I sleep and when I rise, I hold the Holy One right before my eyes. Shema Yisrael, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I don't know if you know, traditionally we don't clap in shul. You can clap if you want, but we don't clap in shul, so you'll see sometimes people go like this. They'll just clap silently. But when God spoke on Mount Sinai, the Midrash says that it was so holy that every syllable God uttered, the Israelites were scared and ran away. Right? And so, and then they'd have to be pushed back by the angels to hear the next syllable. And the first word God says is I. He says, Anochi. Anochi. So the mystics pick it up and say the first letter is an aleph, and there's no vowels. So how do you say an aleph with no vowels? You say it like Anne. Everybody, this is Anne. Hi, Anne. She's a good, she did this. So you'll hear some places in some Jewish settings when somebody does something really beautiful, instead of clap, they'll just go shh, just do some holy sound like that. This is my friend Hazzan MIke Stein. I met Mike and Kelly and their boys a long time ago, almost 20 years ago, where my very first rabbinic job, I came there, and the other rabbi that we worked with was Rabbi Stuart Vogel, an incredible mincha human being. And when Mike would play, Rabbi Vogel would sing like this. He'd say, sing like. And then when I would come up next to Mike, I would sing like this. I would sing like right into the microphone like this. And then I remember once on one of our first months there, Mike looked at me singing and went like this.
I was nicer than that.
I said, what in the world? But we had really amazing conversations about the difference between performing and davening, right? The difference between singing a concert and participating in communal prayer. Right? It has to be that every voice has to participate. So Mike said before, jump in, just sing along or clap, whatever. If you feel moved, just do it, whatever. It's totally fine here. And we're gonna have a little bit of fun tonight. We're gonna start in our Sidurim, in our prayer books, on page 5 with the bluegrass version of Shalom Aleichem. So I'm so pleased that we get to spend time together far away from where we met, and we get to see your son tomorrow and get to hear Kelly sing with us tonight. But really, every voice has to count. They all matter. If you can sing, you can't sing, just join us. Page 5.
I think you'll get the melody quite quickly. Maybe we should stand up. Let's stand up. One, two, three, 4. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharei, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seitchem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch, HaKadosh Baruch, HaKadosh Baruch. All right. Bevakasha Lashevet, please be seated. Shiru Ladonai.
Page
So-
20.
Yes, and you also have some words, I think, transliteration and some English words as well. Okay. Kelly, you're not singing on this. Kelly, you're not. Sit down. Sit down. Yeah. Yes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai Ka'aretz. Try it with me, Shiru. Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai Ka'aretz. Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash, Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai, shir chadash. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Let's sing lai lai. Yalla lai lai lai. Yalla lai lai lai. Yalla lai 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 lai. Yalla lai lai lai. Yalla lai lai lai. Yalla lai 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 lai. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Sing a new song unto the Lord. Sing a new song, all the earth. Again, sing a new song. Sing a new song unto the Lord. Sing a new song, all the earth. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. The next piece we're going to do is Romamu. Romamu means to be exalted, to be on high, right? And that's how we look at God, right? God is exalted. God is on high. Literally, we think of God as being in the heavens. But in the prayer, in the psalm that Romamu is from, I think it's 99. This we go, 99. And it talks about God being on God's holy mountain. And when I wrote a bluegrass service, I thought there's only thing that we can do on God's holy mountain. Here it is. A one,
20.
a two, a 1, 2, 3. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu V'yishtachavu lahar kodsho. Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu, Romemu, Adonai Eloheinu, Romemu, Adonai Eloheinu, Romemu, Adonai Eloheinu, V'yishtachavu lahar kodsho. Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu, Romemu, Romemu, Adonai Eloheinu, Romemu, Adonai Eloheinu. You try it. Romemu, Adonai Eloheinu. Yes. Romemu, Adonai Eloheinu. Beginning. The Chadodi, I was in a festival with our family, went and sang a festival in Israel called the Sulam Yaakov, Jacob's Ladder Festival. And we were there, of course, over the weekend, and there was a Kabbalat Shabbat service, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to bring something really nice home with a great tom, a great taste from Israel, Middle Eastern, right? So someone stands up in the middle of this crowd and he says, you know, the Kabbalat Shabbat was started by the Kabbalists in Israel, and everyone would dress up in their white robes, and they would go out and they would stand out on the mountain, and they're waiting for Shabbat, because you know, she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. 1, 2, 3, 23. Lecha dodi likrat kala. Sing along. Lecha dodi likrat kala. Lecha dodi likrat kala. Pnei Shabbat Nick. Sing over there. Lecha dodi likrat kala. Yeah. Lecha dodi likrat kala. Lecha dodi likrat kala. Lecha dodi likrat kala. Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala. Shamor v'zachor v'dibor echad. Ishmiyanu el hamichai. Adonai echad u'shemo echad. L'shem v'tiferet v'litila. Lecha dodi likrat kala. Lecha dodi likrat kala. Lecha dodi likrat kala. Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala. Everyone, please, if you would rise and face the door, the exit door, and bring in the Shabbat Queen. Boi b'shalom ateret b'chalam, gam b'simcha u'b'tzora, toch emuneh, am sebula boi chala, lecha dodi likrat kala, lecha dodi likrat kala, lecha dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela, lecha dodi likrat kala. Let's hear you guys. Lecha dodi likrat kala, lecha dodi likrat kala, lecha dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela, lecha dodi likrat kala. B'vakasha l'shevet. Please be seated. We're going to go back to our song sheets now. Mizmor Shir Le'Yom HaShabbat. And the Mizmor Shir, it's interesting. Mizmor is described, in Psalms. Mizmor, something that is a Mizmor has a musical accompaniment, right? But a Shir comes straight from the heart. Right? It has no musical accompaniment. And I know that I grew up not having musical accompaniment when I daven. And it's a different feeling. It definitely is. Right? But I enjoy both very, very much. And so many traditions that have changed, when I started doing them, it was like, why not forever? So I wrote this song called Mizmor Shir Le'Yom HaShabbat. It's number 3. And you have the words, so please follow along and sing, because we want to sing a shir, a meaningful song. Mizmor Shir Le'Yom HaShabbat, Tov Lehodot L'Adonai. Mizmor Shir Le'Yom HaShabbat, Ulzamer L'Shimcha Elyon. Sing a song of Shabbat. It's good to sing God's praise. Sing a song of Shabbat. Exalted is God's name. morning and evening, Benevel Bechinor, on the strings of the heart, we sing to the Lord. Mizmor shir le'om haShabbat, tov lahodot l'Adonai. Mizmor shir le'om haShabbat, uzamer shimcha elyon. Sing a song of Shabbat. It's good to sing God's praise. Sing a song of Shabbat. Exalted is God's name. Tzaddik Hatamar, Yifrach, the righteous flourish like a palm. Standing right, standing tall, like a cedar in Lebanon. Morning and evening, Benevel Bechinor, on the strings of the heart, we sing to the Lord. Morning and evening, Benevel Bechinor, Benevel Bechinor, on the strings of the harp, we sing to the Lord. We turn now to page 39A. I like how the Lev Shalem has 39A. It's the, no, I'm not going to make it. And we rise, please, for the Baruch Hu. That's da 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 da. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Your turn, Baruch Adonai. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Ba'ed. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. We sing together. Yay la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Yay la 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 la. Yay la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Please be seated. Page 40, we go to Ahavat Olam. Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael. Ahavta Torah u'mitzvot, Torah ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו למדתה. על כן אדוני אלוהינו, בשוכבנו ובקומנו, נשיח בחוקיך ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו, כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ובהם נגע יומם ולילה. כי הם חיינו, כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ובהם נגע יומם ולילה. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ובהם נגע יומם ולילה. כי הם חיינו, just you guys. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ובהם נגע יומם ולילה. ואבטחה אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים, ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל, אוהב עמו
בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטלטלות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אמת.
Shabbat Shalom, friends. We're going to be on Mi Chamocha on page 44. A number of years ago, I was in Atlanta, and I went to Dr. King's church. Anybody been there? To the church in Atlanta? Have you been there? So if you go there, you can sit in the pews, and it kind of looks how it looked. And they have a little small velvet rope that protects the bima, so you can't go on the bima. You can hear some of his speeches in the back. But I'm me, and I'm a reluctant rule follower. So I didn't care about the velvet rope. I said, I'm here in Atlanta, and I'm going to preach from Dr. King's bima. So I just went up there, and I started to sing the Song of the Sea, the song about freedom. Right, about when we cross over, and I started to say, Jashir Moshe Uvenei Yisrael. And this black woman was sitting in the back, and she said, what are you singing? And I said, I'm singing the Hebrew words from when we crossed the sea. And she said, tell me about that. What was it like? And I said, well, it says, listen to what it says. We say this every day. It says that we crossed that sea, and we stood with dry land, with Yabashah. The dry was land. And she said, honey, I don't know what Bible you're reading, but if you want freedom, you got to get dirty, right? When you crossed that sea, it was muddy. You had dirt in your toes, you had mud on your ankles, there's no way that you got it just on dry land. And I think about her often, right? A moment, just a person. I didn't know, but she spoke so much truth in sitting in that space. And when we sing, I'm always impressed with Beth. Beth always shares with us a bit about freedom before we get to Micha Mocha. And on this Shabbat, as we move into this Micha Mocha, I just want us to share her words. She said, honey, I don't know what Bible you're reading, but you got to get dirty to get freedom.
Amen. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, as we went forth into the sea on the muddy, dirty bottom of the river, I think we were singing a bluegrass song, and it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mi chamocha ba'erim Adonai, mi kamocha nedor v'kodesh, no ra tehilo, oh say Bethlehem. Malachutecha ra'u banecha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe, ze Eli anu be'amru, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, רע לו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל. They reached the other side. They sang with great joy to the Lord. We continue now with Hashkivenu. You'll find the words. Aha. Number 4. Number 4. Give me 1 second. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Hashkivenu Adonai Shalom. May we lie down in peace. May we rise up again, our God, in the shelter of your wings. Remove from us every danger, hurt and sorrow, from behind and before us, when we come and when we go. Hanun berachu matah, gracious, caring are you. Guard your people, Israel, and Jerusalem too. Aporesu kat shalom aleinu. Spread your shelter of peace on us. Ashkiveinu. Aporesu kat shalom aleinu. Set your spread of peace on us. Ashkiveinu. All right, Vashamru. Vashamru. Please rise.
Page 46.
Oh, that's right, A minor. That's right, sure. I'm sorry.
Oh, no worries. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, ha-Shabbat, v'torotem b'rit olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת
השבת ולעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. We're going to remain standing as we move into the Amidah. You'll find it on page 47. Today, when we were studying, Harvey asked me a great question. This is Harvey, everyone. This is a kind soul, good soul, holy man. He asked me, we were talking about what happens when I pray. And you know that word pray is an English word, right? And what does it mean? The English word pray? It means to beg, to beseech, like Oliver Twist, right? Like, I pray thee, sir, might I have some more, right? Like that. Can I have just a bit more? That's not what we do. That's not what Jews do. We do tefillah. We do some kind of introspection. And Harvey asked today in class, is there a kind of prayer that's not asking for something? Is it just like when I'm in distress and I ask for something? Is that a kind of prayer? And I said, no, Harvey, like we have a lot of kinds of prayer. And then I remembered that I read a book that I forgot that I read by Anne Lamont that is a great title, but it says, if I get it right, it's called, you know it, Sue? It's called, here I wrote it down. It's called Help Wow Thinks. That those are the three kinds of prayer. Help me because something's going on. Or wow. There's like miracles that I saw today. Something just was astonishing. I don't know if you saw the sun this afternoon, but it was pretty astonishing. And then thanks. Every time I express gratitude for something that's a blessing in my life, that's called a prayer. So as we move in, Mike's going to lead us with Hazzan Stein's going to lead us with a few words, Adonai Svatai Tiftach, that we can center ourselves for prayer, but think about that. What's your help? And what might be the wow be? And what might you say thanks for? Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 Svotai Tiftach. Na 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 Ufi Yagid Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Na 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 Adonai Adonai Sotai Tiftach. Na 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 Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 Sotai Tiftach. Na 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 Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. In moments of quiet reflection, the Hebrew, the English, your own private prayer. If you're still davening, please continue at your own pace. We're going to join together, the rest of us, on page 51, right in the middle of the page, Shalom Rav.
Shalom Rav Al Yisrael Amcha V'Yakol Yoshvei Tevel Shalom Rav Al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Ve'al Kol Yoshvei Tevel Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Olam Ki Ata Hu Melech Adon Lecho HaShalom Ki Ata Hu Melech Adon Lecho HaShalom Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Ve'al Kol Yoshvei Tevel Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam V'tov be'einecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael V'chaleinu v'chal sha'ah Bishlomecha. Repeat after me. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Ve'al Kol Yoshvei Tevel Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam Tasim Le'olam Tasim Le'olam Tasim Le'olam Tasim Le'olam. Oh, Kaddish Shalom. Okay. Yigdal v'yigdal Shemei Rabbah Ve'amadi v'chilutei Ve'amlich malchutei v'chayechonu v'meichonu v'chayro kol Beit Yisrael ba'agala Lisman kari v'yimeru Amen Yeheshmei Rabbah Be'ora La'alam la'al ve'yomaya Yitbarach v'yishlabach v'yitbar v'yitman v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shemei dekudesha Brechu la'ela min kol brita v'shirata Tishbachata v'nechemata Damiram alma v'imeru Amen Titgabal Tzlotonur Honochu Beit Yisrael Godom avohu livi Shemaya v'yimeru Amen Yehi Shalom Rabba min Shemayo V'chaim Leinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'yimeru Amen Oseh Shalom v'imramav Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'yimeru Amen. V'hashevota El levavecha Ki Adonai Hu HaElohim V'hashevota El levavecha Ki Adonai Hu HaElohim. Don't be afraid of harmony, it's your friend.
והשב אותה אל לבבך כי אדוני הוא האלוהים והשב אותה אל לבבך כי אדוני הוא האלוהים ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
Thank you, Beth. This is Beth Hammond. She helps me lead the first Friday of every month when we do our fusion service. This is a different kind of fusion service tonight, right? We try to usually take a bit from different kinds of Jewish communities, meaning from an Orthodox perspective, a Reform perspective, whatever, and we mash those together and to try to make something beautiful. Hazzan's been doing that with all kinds of genres of music for a really long time. To take those, I don't know, how was it for you to hear the traditional lyrics set to all these the ways you might not expect, right? It's just very different and fun to put them together. We're at the Mourner's Kaddish on page 58. If you're saying Kaddish tonight, if you're here to say remember someone, will you just rise at this time? And if you'd like, I'll give you an opportunity to share who you're standing for, the name of that person, and then your relationship to that person if you feel comfortable. So let's start over here with Eric. Your mom, Donna, right? Please, Rose. Yeah, your mom, too. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. Please. Thank you, please. Thank you. Phil? Please. Thank you, Lenny. Please. To stand. Thank you so much. Anyone else, if you would like?